So when it comes to trials that stick out for me, one in particular stands out, and I represented a 45-year-old man who was on his way to work in his work truck. He was a contractor, he was a rig welder. And on his way, he was in a serious motor vehicle accident that was caused by the other person. My client had no fault, and of course, he sustained some serious injuries due to no fault of his own. So we filed suit, and the insurance company evaluated his case just at pennies. And we're talking about a man who was on his way to work in his work truck, had his health and physical abilities brought down, detrimented. And the insurance company, again, evaluated it minimally. And when you're talking about someone's work, someone's health, and someone's work truck and their vehicle, that's a person's livelihood. And we take that seriously. And clearly the insurance company didn't. And of course we take offense to that when it's to our client. So we of course take it to court, take it to trial, because the insurance company remained unreasonable, remained at way too low of a number when you're talking about someone's livelihood. We took it to 12 strangers, 12 jurors in the court system here in Jefferson County. And of course they evaluated it much different than the insurance company, much higher than the insurance company did, because cases like that, again, you talk about someone's livelihood, someone's work, someone's vehicle, someone's health. We believe that normal people evaluate it much more fairly than an insurance company, because we all know what the insurance company wants to do, and that's keep the money tight to them. And here, this trial sticks out because we did just that. We went to 12 normal people, everyday people, and had them evaluate the case. It wasn't just about his physical damages, it was about liability, it was about whose fault it was. And the insurance company, despite the police report, our hardworking police force, police department, despite the officers finding that it was in fact the other person's fault, the insurance company still wouldn't say, hey, we agree with the officer, we agree with the evidence. Instead, again, they put their foot down and kept their money tight to them because for whatever reason, they don't want to help out our client. Instead, they made us fight not only the damages portion, but also the liability, despite the police officer putting the fault on the other person. What we looked at was not to get too much into the details, but was the angle of impact, right? And the angle of impact, we had an expert to say that with the way the accident occurred, it was borderline impossible for it to have happened the way the insurance company was portraying it that it happened. So to be able to have that resource, to have a neutral third party, come in and evaluate the case and evaluate how the accident happened, and to be able to, from a neutral position, say, no, this is how this car wreck happened. And that was, of course, a dispositive way for us to show that the insurance company was just, frankly, making something up to try to deprive our client of their compensation.